Hello, welcome to Module 10. We have arrived to our last module, and I'm so happy that you have given me this opportunity to share all this information with you. Today, I'm going to bring everything together and share some amazing tools which will help you to realize your greatest dreams. I'm going to share with you how you can use the heart-centered manifestation techniques to attract what you desire with greater ease. Some of the things I'm going to cover are how to use the power of future scripting and vision boards, or dream boards as some people call it. And you're going to meet your future successful self, who is waiting to give you some useful tips which will help you to live your best life. This information is very special for me, as this is the essence of over 20 years of testing what works and what doesn't work in the field of manifestation. In fact, I would like to take this whole conversation beyond just successfully setting goals and manifesting your desires, to the realm of creating miracles in your life and in the life of others. The question is, how can you, as a confident, intuitive change maker, bring about profound change and create miracles wherever you go? And how can you do it effortlessly and joyfully while living your ideal life? We've all heard about the law of attraction, which is the most fundamental of all universal laws. It says that whatever we focus on, we attract, or like attracts like. Thoughts are forms of energy that are sent ahead and eventually manifest as physical matter. As Einstein said, your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. So thoughts act like magnets, but the emotions act as amplifiers to thoughts. Strong emotions, positive or negative, increase the power and often speed up the manifestation. On this journey of deliberate creation, it is important to realize that the power of attraction is active 24 hours a day. We are constantly magnetizing into our lives people, experiences, and circumstances. But there are things which we can do in order to make sure that the magnet is in top form and that it's firing on all cylinders. So the effortless fulfillment of our heart-centered desires and creating miracles is just a side effect of living a normal daily life. Everything is energy. And this energy is affected significantly by three things: intention, feelings, and sound. So what we think, how we feel, and what we say makes all the difference. So how do we need to be, or what do we need to do in order to become a perfect magnet? You will not be surprised when I say that the most important element in this power of attraction is being heart-centered. Resting in your heart makes you feel wonderful, and therefore everybody around you feels great. Through the power of gratitude, wishing others well, and love, you generate a powerful force field around you that feeds your good luck zone, which attracts all the people, situations, circumstances that you need. As whatever we focus on expands, so as we feel grateful for the smallest things, we rapidly attract a lot of blessings and miracles into our life. Regularly dwelling on good things, paying a particular attention to things we love, noticing the smallest gifts starts to reprogram our brain. The brain then starts habitually looking for those positive aspects of our life and starts attracting a lot more of them. The two most powerful and healing words that we can say is thank you. So make sure that you take every opportunity that you can to say thank you to all the people that you meet every day, whether it's silently or even better out loud. feeling grateful for the smallest things around us, like the morning breeze, the ray of sunshine, your glass of water, your ability to breathe. As you cultivate your capacity to feel grateful, you strengthen your internal magnet. What also feeds your heart, and therefore the energy field around you, is your ability to feel pleasure. So taking time daily to do things which are done purely for the purpose of making your life more delightful and more enjoyable makes a huge difference in the power of attraction. Giving yourself time to savor whatever you're doing, as if it was the last time in your life you were actually doing it, creates magic. By cultivating joy and doing things that you love, you become magnetic and attractive to your dreams. And of course, being intentional, it's absolutely the key together with the heart-centeredness. Because the more focused and clear our attention, the more powerfully we affect the energy that leads to manifesting what we want. So what helps us to remain in the high vibrational state is our ability to be non-judgmental, embracing what is, and having balanced perception of reality. First, it's worth to remember that as we live in a dualistic world, there is a positive and negative in every situation. So if we hold on to the good things too much and fight the challenges, we create a discord and resistance, and this immediately shifts how we feel. Everything serves us, and it is a form of feedback and opportunity to grow. It is good to assume that it's perfect and helpful if it appears in our reality. We can change things with greater ease and create better conditions when we see things from a bigger perspective, as part of perfection, and let go of wasting our energy on fighting, controlling, and wishing that things were different. So letting go of wanting to control things gives us a lot of space and energy to create what we do want. Also, judging ourselves or judging others significantly affects our energy and what we attract to ourselves. The more we embrace how we are and what is, the more we are able to create what we desire. This, of course, doesn't mean putting up with unacceptable things and unacceptable behaviors. But instead of wasting time on complaining and judging or fighting, it is better to be intentional and proactive. The more relaxed, trusting, and playful we are, the easier it is to connect to our creative power, intuition, and wisdom. The ability to manifest miracles proportionately increases with being in our heart and living from our loving intention. We talked a lot about the importance of honoring your higher purpose. As we are clear about our higher purpose and we fully embody our calling, we act like a super powerful magnet and we attract everything that we need to fulfill our purpose on this planet. It is powerful to live in knowing that everything that we encounter on our path, it's a precious piece of the puzzle. And our job is just to relax and enjoy it. So operating from your good luck zone creates magic. Being in a heart-centered state creates a unique radiance around you, making everyone feel great. It sets the power of synchronicity, being at the right place, at the right time, attracting great opportunities, people, situations, and everything that you need. As we're going to use some powerful manifestation tools today, it is very important to make sure that what you're going to ask for is going to be good for you, but also everybody around you. As they say, be careful what you ask for because you may get it. It is very important to remember that we all want the same thing, which is to feel loved and happy. As we go through our life and set external goals, what we really want is to reconnect with our true nature, which is love. And interestingly enough, when we take care of that first and make feeling good and centering ourselves in love our first priority, everything else comes with greater ease and effortlessness. So how can we make sure that what we want to bring into our life is going to serve us? Even though it is a simplistic way of explaining this, but I believe that there are two kinds of goals, the ego-based and the soul-based goals. With ego-based goals, we tend to get a sense of, I'm not good enough, so I have to do this. I have to push myself to do this. We tend to compare ourselves with others. We say to ourselves, I would be happier if I get this. If I get this man, this job, this house, I'll be happier. We often say to ourselves with ego-based goals, you must do this, you have to do this, you ought to do this. And there's a lot of pushing and controlling, and it's exhausting. So, ego-based goals are mostly born from the main presupposition that I am not good enough. Who I am, how I look, and how much I have, it's not good enough. And I need to be more or have more to be more lovable. In here we tend to compare ourselves to others and worry what they think about us, wanting to please people, and push ourselves to look, sound, and do things that are supposedly going to make us good enough and worthy of love, ignoring the fact that actually we are perfect already and totally lovable. Our ego likes us to think that the source of happiness is always outside. So if we have a bigger house, slimmer body, more money, better job, or a more loving relationship, then we will be perfectly happy, which of course is one of the biggest lies we can tell ourselves. I love this quote from Ramana Maharishi, which says, happiness is your nature. It's not wrong to desire it. What's wrong is seeking it outside when it is inside. Interestingly enough, fear of missing out is sometimes one of the reasons why people set goals. For instance, missing out on fun, which others are having, and everybody is buying a new car or a new house or going on a trip. So I better do the same or I miss out. I don't want to be left out. Also, if you ever set a goal where you think or feel, I must do this, I have to do this, because of my partner or my parents or my boss, or I have to do this because I think I have to. If you hear yourself saying, I must, I should, I have to, I ought to, stop and reconsider why you want to do it. And does it excite you? And does every single cell in your body want you to do? Or you feel you must and you have to? So pursuing those kind of ego-based goals requires a lot of external motivation instead of internal inspiration which comes from your soul. And this tends to be exhausting, dissatisfying, and leading to disappointments and sometimes even breakdowns or bigger losses. Soul-based goals have a very different energy about them. And even though externally they may look the same once you've achieved them, they tend to come from a very different place, from the core of your being. Our soul wants us to grow and experience new things, step out of our comfort zone and expand and express our talents and gifts and do what we came here to do and enjoy it. Just like my friend who woke up in the middle of the night and she had this vivid picture of her logo and her website for her new business. So she sat up And she just created it effortlessly and joyfully. And she felt as if those ideas and visions were calling her, and she was just responding to the invitation. And this made her feel very peaceful and happy, not overly excited. It was just peaceful, and there was a sense of rightness. She wasn't doing any research before on what others did in her field. She just felt inspired within to create something unique. And it came out of joy, love, and inspiration. Soul-based goals are very much connected with a feeling of I am enough and I'm already lovable. My life is perfect, just the way it is. I have a unique contribution to make. There is a perfect timing to everything. There's a sense of effortlessness and letting go. And they are very energizing and they just feel right. Soul-based goals are born out of presupposition that I am enough and already lovable, and my life is perfect. Even though there are things that I want to change and shift, how I am right now, what I have, who I am as a person, it's completely perfect and okay right now. Also respecting that you have special and unique set of talents that you can do better than anyone else in the whole world gives birth to great goals. So even though I've been doing what I've been doing for 20 years and I have a lot of experience and I keep on constantly learning and developing. But even when I was just starting, I had a respect for my unique set of talents and the way of delivering them. And this itself helped me to create great things and bring into life some miracles. And while I was constantly growing, I always had this feeling that what I do, it's fantastic for my clients right now. Let's look at the idea of perfect timing. So even though we may set a goal that we believe comes from our heart and our soul, it is important to allow them to manifest in the perfect timing and an ideal way without controlling the speed or specific way of how it will come to us. Let me give you an example. When one of my friends started focusing on her desire of being a mother, she started putting pressure on her long-term partner, trying to push it, control it, and putting a lot of force to make it happen. And make it happen now. Causing a lot of pain and sadness to herself and her partner. In the end, her boyfriend decided to leave her, and she was heartbroken. And she was very scared that her dream is not going to come true now because it was too late. But after doing some work on herself, and she basically let go of how, when, with whom, and she started trusting her soul's guidance, she felt peaceful and centered. And one day, she went out to the pub to meet her best friend, and she met her future husband. And it was all easy, effortless, and natural, and without even trying, she got pregnant and had a healthy son. Now, sometimes working on our soul-based goals may require a lot of work, like starting a company, writing a book, building a house, or doing anything that requires a lot of effort. But the energy that comes from that source feeds us, and everything comes with greater ease, flow, synchronicity, and there is a lot of more fun most of the time. Our soulful goals are aligned with our life's calling, with the true reason why we came here. Let me tell you a story about Annie. Annie set up a goal of buying herself a house. She decided to work very hard for a year to make enough money. With this in mind, she kept on applying for jobs in the city, but mostly being rejected. In 2 cases, she did actually get the job, but something went wrong and she had to leave, once due to her health challenges. When we looked at her real reasons for trying to get a job, she realized that she was comparing herself to others, trying to please her parents, but feeling no joy about working in the city. And she was pushing herself to do what she thought she should do. But her true dream and desire was to work for herself, to live in the country, and walk her dog every day in the hills. As soon as she decided to move to the country and set up her business, new amazing opportunities started flooding in, and she made more money than she's ever expected. And she actually made more money working for herself than she would have made working in the city for someone else. And she actually bought her dream home sooner, in perfect location, with great ease. But the turning point happened when she honored her life's purpose, and she set her goal with honesty and being true to herself. So when we are working towards our soulful, intuitive, and heart-centered goals, there is an inflow of energy, enthusiasm, joy, and synchronistic events which align themselves to support us in achieving what we desire. But sometimes, when we don't fully live in touch with ourselves, or we're maybe not honoring our deepest needs and not listening to our intuition, we start feeling a little bit maybe grumpy, irritated, angry, and we just know that something is not quite right. And this is perfect, this is wonderful, because this is where the beauty of contrast comes in. From experiencing contrast, our preferences and our desires are born. Steve Farmer says, for you to be your complete self, you must not only define who you are, but also who you're not. It is only when you can say a clear no that you can say a clear yes. The clearer you are about what you don't want, the easier it is to establish what you do want. So the contrast is essential in our decision making and in the art of manifestation. The important thing is that when we notice the things we don't want to have in our reality anymore, we shouldn't stay there too long, pondering over it, fighting it, analyzing it. Instead, simply asking, what would I love to experience or create in here right now? And then focus on it and move on. So the moment you set a clear intention, a concentrated flow of energy starts organizing events in your life to bring you what you need. So knowing how important and useful it is to be aware of the contrast between what you don't want and what you do want, we're going to do a contrast list. This will also serve an additional purpose of creating a vacuum in your reality into which you're going to invite situations, people, circumstances, and everything that you would love to have in your ideal life. I would love you to take a notebook and make a line in the middle of the page. On the top of the page on the left-hand side, please write, I lovingly release from my life. And on the right-hand side, write, I lovingly welcome into my life. And then you keep on writing everything that you no longer need, that you are ready to let go from your life. And you keep on writing till you've put on the list all that you lovingly wish to let go of, in order to make space for new amazing people, amazing situations, health, expansion, changes, shifts in any area of your life. So as an example, you may say on the left-hand side, I lovingly release from my life overeating, not paying attention to my nutrition, eating too much chocolate, working too many hours, not stopping for lunch, not having enough time for fun and for exercise. And on the right hand side, you'll write, I lovingly invite into my life planning my meals with joy, learning new ways of nourishment, taking time for slow lunch every single day, doing my favorite exercise classes twice a week, and going for a run with my friend by a river once a week. So in the moment you're going to pause this recording to fill in the contrast list. And when you're doing it, please imagine that as you are writing, you're clearing your mind, you're purifying your energy, and you're making space for all those amazing new things in your life. So press the pause button and write your contrast list. And as you're writing it, keep on purifying yourself and letting go as you're doing it. And welcome back. And before we're going to go any further, I would like to continue the purification and letting go process. It is actually important to let go, clear, detox, and make space for new things. So please close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in. And as you breathe out, let go. Take a deep breath in again. And as you breathe out, enjoy the sensation of letting things go. Breathe into your heart. And I would like you to focus now on lovingly releasing all the judgment. If you have any judgment towards yourself, let it go. If you have any judgment towards others, let it go on the out breath. Just let it go for now. Imagine there's this beautiful light coming down from the top of your head, and it washes through your heart, washes through your whole body, through your mind, through your energy field, and it's polishing it, purifying it, and cleansing it, so you become even more magnetic for your greater good. So as this energy is washing through you, the energy of love, allow yourself to let go of everything that you've mentioned on the list, knowing that you needed to experience them, to learn and to expand. They were meant to be there. So you learned who you are and who you're not. So even now, you're releasing that right now. Release it with love and gratitude. Because now you're getting ready to create something amazing, something new. And we need to make space for that newness, for that greatness. Now as you breathe through your heart and you allow the light to wash through you, I would love you to open your heart even more. Open your heart and your whole being, so you can allow great new things to enter your life. Allow yourself to expand your energy right now. Your energy is now a lot more clear. It's light. It's shiny. It's visible. And as you expand your energy, you become magnetic to all those new people, new situations, and miracles. Allow all those great new things, people, situations, circumstances, to come into your energy right now. and feeling them already part of your life. Imagine all the things you have put on your list, all the things that you wanted to invite. Invite them right now. Feel them coming in. Imagine you are enjoying them, celebrating them right now. See them, feel them, sense them, enjoy them, welcome them with joy. So as your energy is expanding, it's becoming bigger than this room, bigger than the house you're in, bigger than the city. You can actually receive a lot of blessings, attract a lot of goodness, because you are very expanded, your heart is expanded, and you've made space for it. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and open your eyes. Before we use the manifestation tools to set your goal free, I would like you to go back to your previous list where you described your ideal life, where you ask yourself, how would I like my ideal life to look like in the following areas: your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being, your career, your finances, your health, relationship, contribution. And I would love you to also add this category of fun. Things you would love to bring into your life that give you joy, pleasure, and delight. And then I would love you to read over this list and pick one goal that you would so much love to manifest in this year, next 12 months. One of your top goals for this year, something that matters to you deeply. And then before we release it for successful manifestation, we're going to polish it so it shines brightly like a sparkly pearl. We want your top goal to be clear, alive, and inspiring. So I hope you have your specific goal in front of you, something that you want to work on. And I'm going to take you through a few important questions which will set the power of manifestation in motion. Knowing why takes care of the how. When you have the clarity and conviction about why you want to do something, you will attract the right people, circumstances, everything that you need to fulfill your dream. So as you're going to walk through this ladder of questions, you will notice greater clarity emerging. So the first few questions that I would like you to ask yourself are, what do I want? Is it really what I want? What will this do for me? What greater goal does it take me towards? And for what purpose? I want to give you an example of the power of those questions. I have a friend, and Kate wanted to move to Australia for years. But nothing happened about it apart from a lot of talking. After 5 years of her saying to everybody, I'm so much looking forward to moving to Australia, I asked her, now is it really what you want? What will it give you if you move to Australia? She answered, it will give me a better quality life. But I kept on asking, and what will it give you? If you have a better quality of life, what this will give you specifically? And she said, well, it will give me more time, which I can spend in nature, walking on the beach, swimming, feeling alive, which I don't have right now. And then I asked, and what will this lead to? And she said, well, it will give me great joy and sense of balance and happiness. The happiness that comes to me from being very active, spending a lot of time in fresh air and moving and helping others to do the same, but being by the sea. So going through all those questions, she realized that it wasn't really Australia that she desired so much, but it was more about being in touch with nature and being close to the sea and moving a lot, running and walking and using her body. Actually, it was a great relief when she realized that she doesn't have to move to Australia. But she has moved to Devon. She changed her career and she became a personal trainer and she started teaching yoga. And she lives by the sea in a little cottage. But she can still reach her family within 2 or 3 hours by car, which is very important to her. So going to the heart of why she wanted to be in Australia, she realized that she can have it here, right now. And she realized that she can do what she loves in England. So being by the sea and helping people to be fit and healthy, and most importantly, spending hours and hours in nature and moving a lot. As you go through this exercise, you will turn your goal into a wise goal and a powerful goal. You'll get to the heart of what really matters to you. And once you find what the higher reason for your goal is, it is much more easy to achieve it, and it's more likely that it will come to you faster. Also, having a clear picture of how you know when you've achieved it, it makes it very clear, down to earth and measurable. So the more precise you are, the better. The more details you can envision, the more power you have. One of the questions that I would like you to ask yourself is how achieving my dream will benefit and help others. When we stop to consider how others will benefit when we realize what we want, we often encounter amazing coincidences and our dreams get fulfilled easily and effortlessly. Knowing what difference this will make to others tends to reduce our inner doubts, fears, and potential feelings that we don't deserve what we're asking for. So it is very helpful to make a list of few benefits which others will get out of you realizing your greatest dream. Writing the list of those benefits can help you to get clearer about what your dream is going to look like in reality, which always makes a big difference to the speed of manifestation. So, how will others benefit when you achieve your dream? As you dive deeper into your goal, it is very powerful to find out what you can do immediately towards your dream. Right now, today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. And breaking it down to smaller steps is necessary for your brain to perceive it as totally achievable and realistic. This specific process of chunking down your goal into bite-sized pieces helps to overcome potential hesitation and procrastination. So what I would like you to do is to make 5 highest priority action steps that will help you to accomplish your goal in the near future. And then I would like you to chunk those 5 action steps further to really small steps which you can do right now. Now this point is very important. Identifying what resources you will need to accomplish your goal is very much about allowing yourself to receive and delegate things which are not aligned with your strengths and values. It is great to ask someone else for help, for whom it's not only going to be a pleasure and joy, but it will actually allow them to live their life's purpose while they are helping you. So asking people for help, it's not a sign of weakness, but it is an act of love as much as giving, and it strengthens the manifestation process. Once you've identified your goal and the important steps that will help you to achieve it, you're going to step beyond your goal and expand your thinking. This step adds magic and power to this manifestation process. So you will step into your playfulness and expansiveness and ask, what else is possible? How could it get even better than this? If my dream turned out to be a lot better than expected, what would be happening in my life right now? So by expanding the parameters of your specific wish and taking it further, it makes you more magnetic to new possibilities. This expansive thinking will create bigger shifts in your manifestation process. As an example, if my goal was to write and publish my book, and I was to ask myself, imagine that your goal has turned out to be much better than expected. What's happening in your life? Then I see myself discovering that I'm actually a great writer, and people loved my first book, and they're excited about the next one, and they can't wait. And then I feel my creativity is growing, and I'm able to share with millions all this precious information, and my writing comes to me with ease and great success. And I'm expressing myself better and better with every book. And then my vision is expanding, and I actually see other authors and change makers. And then I'm helping them in this vision to communicate successfully with confidence so they can make a big difference. So when I actually expand my vision, just beyond that one single book, I suddenly feel that writing my book, it's achievable, completely possible, exciting, and totally inevitable. So now it is your turn to dive deeper into your goal. So pick the big, significant goal you want to work on. And in a moment, you're going to pause this recording and answer those questions. What do I want? Is it really what I want? How will I know when I've achieved it? What will I hear, see, and feel? How will I measure it? What will it allow me to do? And this, what will it do for me? Keep on asking the same question a few times till you get to the highest level. What greater goal does it take me towards? And for what purpose? And then you come to my favorite question. What positive effect will it have on other people's lives? What help or resources do I need to achieve this outcome? And from whom? What can I do immediately towards this goal? What else can I do immediately towards this goal? What specifically will I do to make it happen, and when? And then you write your goal. And the next step is exciting. I want you to imagine that your goal has turned out a lot better than expected. So I want you to think big, dream big, and ask yourself, what else is possible? What would be even more fun and more fulfilling for me here? How could it get even better than this? So give yourself a moment to see it, to feel it, to experience it, and then write it down. It is great to go through this process when you're working on all your major goals and clarify, why do I really want it? How it will benefit others? How am I going to make it happen? And what greater things it will lead me towards? Having done that, you may notice that you will feel a lot more connected to your goals, more clear and more confident about achieving them. And what happens next? It's something that I can truly say made a huge difference in my life. Once I'm totally clear about what I want, I use the powerful manifestation tool of future scripting to bring it into my reality. In a future script, you simply describe what you ideally want to happen in any given situation. You can use future scripting with any area of your life, starting with your best year ever. where you would describe how your ideal year looked like, with specific situations, people, feelings, circumstances, and anything that you want to experience. But also, you could write a very short future script just before you go to sleep about an important meeting which you're going to attend next morning, describing what you would like to happen, but in the past tense. And here you would point out specifically what made this meeting so wonderful and successful. For instance, you could say, I am so grateful that my meeting with MD, which happened in the morning, was brilliant, successful, and we agreed on the key points within the first 5 minutes of our meeting. And I was totally relaxed, well prepared, and we both felt that it was the best meeting we've ever had so far. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. You can use future scripting also for any kind of parties, weddings, courses, lectures, and trips, holidays in general. Especially if you're going on a holiday to a distant place and you want it to be safe, wonderful, magical, and you want everything to flow easily from hotels to transport to meeting people. I, for instance, experienced that writing a powerful and clear future script is a lot more important than vaccination when I went to India or Peru, and it worked every single time. Future scripting works perfectly well before negotiations and interviews, and generally making sure that the important project that we're working on is outstandingly successful. It's very useful for attracting happy relationships, finding and buying a house. I have even written a future script for my father's funeral, after discussing with my mom all the details of what we would love to see happening, including an amazing service in the church with folk music, which my father loved so much when he was alive. And then also this great food in a spacious restaurant and the atmosphere full of celebration and joy. I've also stated that the funeral was organized in an easy and flowing way with complete effortlessness, and that when guests were leaving to go home, they all commented that it was the best funeral they've ever been to, and it felt more like a wedding, full of joy, music, and love. And this was precisely what happened. When people were leaving the funeral, they were saying, that was amazing. That was the best funeral I've ever been to. And there was so much love and celebration and joy. And we just loved it. So it truly was the best funeral I've ever been to and one of the best parties I've ever organized. Future script does wonders when we deal with moments of temporary loss of self-belief. So if you ever feel anxious before an important event, presentation, or a meeting, and maybe you're experiencing some fears or feel a bit demotivated, exhausted, or doubting your abilities, this is a perfect moment when future script can be used to shift your energy. Now, if the fear is very strong, you can use the expansion game to play with your fear. And then you write your future script and read it about 3 times, stating that this whole situation that you were previously worried about was amazingly successful and great. As you're reading it, you feel the gratitude that it went so well, and you send love to all the people and yourself. It works amazingly well. I have done it hundreds or thousands of times, and it shifted the energy profoundly, dissolving the fear immediately and reconnecting me with my clarity and excellence. You can write your future script in a present or past tense, depending on the nature of what you are manifesting. So past tense works well when you are working on something which is of limited and finite duration. Now the present tense is brilliant when you're working with a long or an unidentified time span. So let's say that I'm preparing myself to go to California to run a course there just for one day. So I would use my future script in a past tense. And it would sound like this, roughly speaking. I am so grateful that my course on the 15th of May in California was an outstanding success in every single way. All of the 100 participants found it inspiring, practical, and life-changing. I was in top form and I spoke from my heart. I felt relaxed, clear, and deeply connected to my audience. We had lots of fun and laughter, and everybody felt the love present in the room. I have received brilliant feedback afterwards, and I have been invited to run more workshops this year. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. 20th of May, 2016. And then I will sign it, Gosia Gorna. But let's say that someone is working on allowing and attracting a perfect partner into their life. And they're hoping that this relationship will last whole lifetime. So they could say, I'm so grateful that now I am in a loving, fun, and delightful relationship with a man who is wise, open-hearted, he's a change maker, with a great sense of humor, who loves sailing, climbing, and yoga. And we bring the best in each other and live a fulfilling life in our cottage in nature overlooking mountains. We love each other deeply and we are so happy together. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Signature, and let's say the date could be July 2017. People often tell me how writing and reading their future script has profoundly changed their lives. We affect the energy by how we think, how we feel, and what we say. As we create the future script, we use all those things together, the intention, strong emotion of gratitude and joy, and the sound as we read it out loud. And there is also this additional aspect of writing your goals down, which makes us a lot more successful in accomplishing them if we take time to note them down. So reading your future scripts can be very powerful as you create your world with words. Your subconscious mind listens to every word you say. Every single cell in your body is affected by your words. I found that using future scripts have brought into my life greater ease, flow, and amazing synchronicity, and made my life a lot more successful and more impactful. Every time before I set on an important trip, run a big workshop, go into an important meeting, I prepare myself by sitting in a quiet place, and as I start writing my future script, I feel the energy start shifting instantaneously. You can rewrite the script at any time if you wish to add new aspects to your vision, but please make sure that every single word in your script feels good and comfortable and that it resonates with you. And very important point, notice that every script starts with I am so grateful and it finishes with thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done 3 times. Because the energy of gratitude and stating that this is how it is, that it's happened, makes it very powerful. When you've read your future script, stating your ideal outcomes, feelings, and experiences, the next step is to use the power of visualization. And this is when you see your dream happening in a state of relaxation, resting in your heart, feeling that it's actually already happened. Everybody visualizes in a different way. For some, pictures are sharp and clear, and others just get a sense of something happening. seeing the details are very useful, but what makes it really powerful is the emotion that comes with seeing your dream come true. The more you're able to tap into this feeling right now, the feeling that you're going to have when you've achieved your dream, the faster you'll be able to bring it into reality. Remember that feelings of gratitude, love, and blessings enhance your vibration. One way of increasing the power of visualization is to include blessing within it. So let's say if you want to run a successful event or a meeting, you can send a strong and loving blessing to all participants ahead of the time. And you could say something like this in your mind. May all the people who will attend this event be blessed with joy, happiness, love, and wonderful, healthy lives. And then you can see love embracing every person, embracing their lives and making them happier, healthier during and after the event. And what makes this visualization truly powerful is the amount of love that you can feel while you are doing it. I hope you will enjoy my guided visualization which comes with this module. You can use it to help you to realize any of your dreams. Some people like to listen to it regularly, like once a week, because it keeps them connected with the biggest dreams. And it works a little bit like watering the plants, giving them love and attention. My wonderful mother says, "My plants grow so well because I don't just water them, I talk to them, I love them, and they feel important and loved." The same thing happens with our dreams by staying connected to them and feeding them with love and spending time visualizing. We make them grow, expand, and blossom. So enjoy the magic of future scripting. And just remember those 3 important things. Number 1, ideally read your future script out loud, but only if you can. If you are on the train or a plane and it may not be possible, read it quietly in your mind. It's still powerful. Number 2, see what you're reading as your current reality. Number 3, feel all the feelings which you will be feeling once you've successfully manifested what you want. But most importantly, stay connected to the feeling of gratitude and love. One of the most effective and totally effortless way of maintaining a loving connection with your dream is to create a fun and vibrant vision board. This is simply a collage of pictures and phrases which will reflect all the things that you want to have in your life. And then you hang it in a place where you can see it every day. It could be your bedroom or your office, or it could be your screensaver. You can have it on your computer, and this way you will see that every day too. This vision board will help you energetically stay connected to your dreams every day. But please make sure that you have it somewhere where you don't mind other people seeing it, or keep it very private in your bedroom. Vision boards have an amazing effect on your conscious and subconscious mind. They keep you focused and keep you connected to your dreams. When you're making your vision board, or a dream board as some people call it, please pick pictures and words which are positive, optimistic, and perfectly reflect what you truly desire. Make sure that all the pictures make you feel good and positive when you look at them. And remember, everything is made of energy. All the things that you say, read, and visualize affect your energy and the fabric of the universe. You co-create your reality every single moment of your life. As we are arriving to the end of this session and this program, let me summarize in 10 points what I believe is the essence of living the best possible life, while manifesting miracles for you and everybody around you. Number 1, take care of your state daily. Make feeling good your top priority. Allow yourself to savor your moments, frequently doing things which bring you joy and pleasure, as this feeds your heart and your soul and attracts more goodness. Number 2, live from your good luck zone by being heart-centered and staying connected to love, gratitude every single day. I do recommend to start your day with my 10 minutes meditation, or just spend a few moments in stillness where you send out into your day your most loving intentions and blessings. Number 3, be intentional. Focus on what you want. Hold a loving and positive intention whatever you do, wherever you are. Intend for great things for yourself and others. Number 4, ask powerful and expansive questions daily. Ask questions which make you feel good and open new amazing opportunities for you and for others. Number 5, set your goals in alignment with your life's purpose. Number 6, every word you say affects reality. So tap into the power of words through conscious speaking. Speak well of others. Read your future script and your life's mission daily. Every time you read them, you will increase the energy and the power of attraction. Number 7, use the power of vision. Visualize your ideal life with love. Have your vision board in a visible place. Number 8, turn your biggest fears into your biggest successes. Remember, get excited about your expansive fears, like not being good enough or fear of failure. They're only pointing a way of your next shift, and the bigger the fear, the bigger the success that will follow. Number 9, trust and use your intuition. Act on your inspirations. The wisest part of you is constantly guiding you. Keep on listening to it. You will receive impulses and ideas with what you need to do next to make your dreams come true. But stay open to the idea that something better than what you've asked for may come into your life. And remember, the more relaxed and heart-centered you are, the more clearly you'll be able to read your intuitive guidance. Number 10, express your uniqueness with confidence, love, and magnificence. Remember, you are a genius. There is only you who can do what you do. It is precious, unique, and important. Of course, work on improving your abilities, but share them already right now with confidence, assuming that you are perfect and the world needs your magnificence right now. And in a moment, you're going to meet someone very special. And this is your successful, happy, and a healthy future self. As you're going to meet your future self, it is a great opportunity to ask any questions you may have that will give you some idea of what do you need to know or what do you need to do to live your best possible life right now. So imagine that the ideal future has already happened and we're just going to go and visit it and travel there. What would you like to find out? So take a deep breath in, breathe out, and close your eyes. And take another deep breath in, and as you're breathing out, allow yourself to feel this relaxation moving all the way down from the top of your head, all the way down through your face, relaxing your jaw, your neck, your chest, and your stomach, all the way down through your legs and out. And as you hear my voice, you allow yourself to relax deeper and deeper with every moment, with every breath, feeling totally relaxed and peaceful. Now imagine yourself moving a few years into your future, where you're living your life, ideal life, and you're fully embodying your calling, being guided by intuitive wisdom, feeling and looking great, experiencing great success and peace and love. As you're approaching your future, your ideal future, you see your future self from a distance approaching, and see how your future self walks, talks, behaves, how they feel. Notice that your successful self looks so fit, radiant, beautiful, and happy. Your successful, radiant self, it's so happy to see you. It's smiling with joy. If you were to have a chat with your future successful self, what questions would you like to ask? What advice would they have for you? Ask your future self, what do I need to know that will help me to make the biggest difference in my life in the next few weeks and months? Listen to what your future self wants to say to you. Or maybe you will just receive a symbol or a present of some kind that will help you to live your best life now. What do I need to do that will make the biggest difference in my life in the next few weeks, in the next few months? What do I need to know? What do I need to do? What is your future self showing you, telling you? And now, take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, allow yourself to relax even more. Enjoy the process of meeting your wonderful, successful future self. And now I want you to step into the shoes of your future self. See through their eyes, feel what they feel. This is you. This is your life. Enjoy it, savor it. Feel grateful and blessed that you have created it with such ease and support with all the people around you. Feel grateful. Notice how it feels to be successful, happy, healthy, and making your unique mark in this world with confidence. See what you're doing. How are you contributing? See it, feel it, hear it, sense it. What difference are you making? Notice how precious your life is. What do you love about your life the most? What feeds you, nourishes you, and brings you the biggest joy? How do you make your biggest difference? What do you love about it? What do you do that keeps you so healthy, fit, and radiant? As you enjoy the feeling of seeing things from the point of view of your future self, just notice how much you love yourself, how much you accept yourself and appreciate your perfection, and how this helped you to blossom and expand to your greatness. And notice how many people you have helped just by being you, your relaxed, peaceful, and calm presence, living in your good luck zone, radiating this loving and peaceful energy. And notice you are so connected to your essence, which is love. And you're constantly attracting into your reality all that you need with perfect synchronicity and timing. And it feels so good to be you. It feels so good to be you. And the feeling of love and peace is radiating out of your body and out of your heart. And it radiates a long way around you, touching everybody you come to contact with, bringing love, peace, amazing solutions. And your essence makes a huge difference to everybody who comes your way. And once again, please notice, what is it exactly that you are doing, that you are thinking, that you are being, that has created such successful, amazing life? What made the biggest difference? And now bring all that learning and all those feelings into the now. Slowly come back into this present moment, staying connected with your wisdom, with the wisdom of your successful self, so you can live from this place of greatness in this current moment, right now. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and open your eyes. Welcome back. So the good news is that you can meet your future successful self at any time. If you need to resolve any challenges, ask an important question, or make an important decision, know that there is a wise, successful, and a healthy future self that has already done it. And it's very happy to share with you everything that you need to know right now. So all you need to do is to go into a relaxed state, connect with your heart, and then imagine you're going into the future when you're living your perfect life. And then you meet your future self and ask wise, expansive questions. You can put yourself into their shoes and see exactly what you did to create the solution, the perfect, amazing life that you're living right now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to walk with you, sharing with you my knowledge. I am privileged, honored, and deeply grateful. I bless you and your family with happiness, peace, success, brilliance, love, and perfect health. May your life be wonderful. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done.